Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Trent.
Along with Garrett.
And today guys, we're bringing back another casual anime discussion. Today we're going to be talking about ba- back Black Butler, Book of Circus. The whatever. We're talking about Black Butler, Book of Circus. So before we talk about it, be sure to pause the video, go watch it, come back, watch this video. Holy crap, you got all that ready. Welcome back. This is still technically my pick, which I forgot to tell you something before we recorded. Whatever, I'll tell you during this. But anyway, this is still my pick, Black Butler. This is the last of Black Butler, the series that we'll be watching. We're ending it with Book of Circus, which is it's a retelling of the of a manga chapter that either they skipped over or they did like half-assedly in the first season. Which is except this time it has better graphics. It's a more cohesive story, and basically it's about a bunch of kids going missing, and it's linked to a carnival. So CL and Walter have to go undercover and figure out what's going on. Yeah, so I guess I'll ask you first. What did you think about Black Butler Book of Circus?
I think it was quite swell. I liked all the circus people. I think they had very cool, unique personalities. I liked how they're all like prosthetics. A bunch of misfits. I didn't like how Will the Reaper was there all the time. He just seemed like unnecessary annoyance throughout the whole thing. Um, I guess Freckles is a girl. Is that what we're coming with?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it was. But I think it was only 10 episodes too, which is good because that's pretty much all it needed to be. I almost wish Joker was a little bit stronger or something. It was like, I know that's the point of, what we'll call it, Sebastian, this, everybody else, but no. Like, he wasn't really, like, no danger at all, really. He could have just did that right from the beginning, basically, right? What was stopping him?
yeah.
But I guess he was investigating anyways.
Make
And
sure to
I kind
speak
of
a
like,
little bit louder, by the way.
and I liked how the doctor was at the end. Just like how it turns out all the prosthetics are made out of little kids.
Yeah.
A cool twist. It is. I did. It is. It's kind of hard to put a finger on it or whatever, but it definitely is better than the first two seasons.
Yeah. When I first watched it, obviously I watched it after I watched season 1, 2, and then when I got Funimation, I'm like, oh, there's a third season. I want to watch that. And I guess the reason why I had Black Butler in my top 10 was mainly because of Book Circus, because I like this a lot better than the first two seasons. It's like I said in the opening, like it's more cohesive of a story. We're not going around all over the place. Um, there are some characters that aren't necessary, like Will the Reaper and like the servants and stuff. Like they're in it for like a little bit. It's like there's no point. Like Lau's in it. It's like there's no point to these characters, but like, but it looks better. Like the animation's a lot better than the first two seasons, and with it being like more focused on one thing, I think it actually is better. Which is why it's like this series I feel like should get redone where it's closer to this, where it's like it's all like it's closer to the manga and it looks like this anime. Like the animation I thought was pretty good, and it's just again like more cohesive than going around all over the place like the first two seasons and stuff like that. All right. Favorite character. Oh, by the way, before I start, I know I talked to you this on Saturday, but like the new layout that Funimation has is great. It's still a little annoying with like not being able to go to the next episode, like by hitting just like next episode or whatever. But the layout's a lot better. I didn't experience any freezing or crashes or anything on my end at least, so that was good.
I must not update it because mine looked the same.
It kind of looks like everything else. Like it looks like Netflix, kind of, you know. But I mean,
Mine still kind of looked like Funimation. But anyways, um, so did you say who your favorite character was?
I asked you, but like my favorite character, I like the I forgot to write that stuff down. I like the let's see, I'm trying to think of my favorite character. I mean, I think I don't know.
Let's say Sebastian.
I was gonna say Sebastian, but then I thought about it more. I'm just like, nah. I mean, like he's kind of funny whenever he's like I like the scene where he goes up to the tiger, and he's just like, oh, look at your paws and stuff like that. Like I like that scene. When it comes to new characters, I guess I just like the concept more of like the circus and the bad guy. Like I feel like this was, like it's sort of like what the series I thought was supposed to be. Like it's very like dark, and that's what I like, and I like sort of the bad guy and stuff like that. Bad guy's motivation is a little weird, but I mean it's kind of cool at the same time. So, I guess
Yeah,
Joker was probably my favorite character.
Yeah, they didn't really explain the ending, did it much? I'm sure we'll get more into it in the notes, but yeah. So Joker's your favorite. Why'd you like Joker best?
I think because of knowing like the past of these characters, like the circus people, they're all like orphans and stuff like that, and that's why they got prosthetics because like they either lost them or they weren't born with them and stuff like that. So you kind of understand like Joker's like he's doing this for his dad and stuff like that, so that I like this is kind of going into scenes, but like some of my favorite scenes were like showing the flashbacks of these characters because it makes us empathize with them. Like I didn't really empathize with anyone the first two seasons. I mean, I guess you're supposed to kind of empathize with who was the gay kid in the second season? I forget his name, Alois. But like, it's like,
You think they would show the flashbacks before they all died?
oh yeah, they did all die, and then they showed some flashbacks before they died, right?
No, it's like it's all the ones where it like makes them seem human, and it's like, oh, well, they're dead already. So
Okay.
what about it?
Anyway, what about you?
I
Favorite
think
character?
I was gonna say Joker as well. I just like his accent. I like his hair, and I like how he has like that skeleton hand. I think he has a lot of. He's just very cool.
Also,
I like Sebastian.
I think he wasn't in it a lot, but like the snake guy I thought was kind of interesting because like each snake has like a different personality that comes out of his voice and stuff like that. So I thought that was kind of cool concept. But yeah, I'm trying to think back. I'm trying to remember if there's any other characters that I would like. And no, not really. Most of the characters that I really liked from the series were the side characters, and they're not in this that much. So, do you have a favorite scene?
The one with Sebastian and Beast.
With who?
Sebastian and Beast.
Oh, the Lion Tamer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he basically fucked interrogated her. So it's like, so yeah, he kind of did that in season 2, I think, too, with like that nun chick too. So,
what was your favorite scene?
I think I said it already. Like most of the stuff with the like the backstory of the characters. I think I like the ending a lot because like it's a dark ending. Like they didn't even save Ciel didn't save those kids. Like he could have, but he's like, well, they're not gonna want to live. Okay, I've been through this. They're not gonna want to live. So just kill them. And that's what happens. And yeah, I mean, I think that might have been my favorite part. And also the twist, sort of, where the circus kids were tricked by their dad, the Baron, about the orphanage, because at the end, I think at the end the orphanage wasn't real, or
it was, but he wasn't paying to keep. He was saying he was paying money to keep it running, but
yeah. So,
but
yeah, that was
I
kinda
also
cool.
like the parts where they all get killed by the servants. I think that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's another favorite scene. I like that because, weirdly enough, me, like in the first 2 seasons, like the servants being like assassins and stuff was my least favorite part, but I actually liked it in this. So I'm like,
I like them being assassins.
Well,
I always
I'm
liked it.
saying me. I'm just saying, like, if they'd stick closer to the manga, like maybe that's exactly how it goes in the first season. I don't know. I think it was handled poorly because all of a sudden it just happens where like, oh, I'm a super assassin. I'm a monster. I'm a like whatever. But in this, it was just. I mean, it wasn't set up or anything, but I just liked how they killed them all. Yeah, I have a few notes about that, but yeah, that was pretty cool.
Super awesome.
All right, I already said animation's better. I like how the first episode is sort of a redo of the pilot. but it's much better. Where like a guy comes to the mansion, it's all normal. He's planning on betraying Sieg, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, he gets like killed or whatever. And I kind of like that. So it's sort of like a redo with this new animation and stuff like that, which I really liked. Let's see. So during that action scene, first off, the action is moderately better in this, specifically with that one scene. Because like in seasons 1, 2, we said like it's like they don't know what they want the action to be. You know, like do they want it to be like this anime? Do they want it to be like this? They want to do an entirely different thing. And this one specifically,
They kind of do all the action off screen usually.
Yeah, a little bit. But in this, like, I mean, with the group, the guys that were coming to the house, I mean, we definitely got some action. It was a lot better than anything in the first 2 seasons. Like, Mei Rin having all those rifles at the top so she wouldn't have to reload. I thought that was fucking awesome. That was great.
Yeah, it was cool.
Let's see. Yeah, I already said that. And I already talked about the tragic. I didn't have a lot of notes, but yeah, I already talked about the tragic ending, how they just killed all the kids and everything like that. What do you think?
What was the Baron trying to do?
So,
Was he trying to replace himself to become a doll? Is that what he was doing?
Yeah. He was so obsessed with how CL and his dad were like. They were almost like to him porcelain, like they were perfect, and he wanted to have that. So like he had surgery done on him to try to be like that too, but like it didn't work, obviously. So
he lost both his legs.
Yeah, he lost both his legs. But then they put fake ones back on a wheelchair. It's like, why did you do that?
Was he doing perverted stuff with the kids, or was he just using kids because they were easy?
No, he like. Wait, are you talking about the kids he had under control and stuff?
Yeah, was he pedophilic?
Well, you kind of saw like he used them as like, I mean, he like had them do like tricks and they killed themselves and stuff like that. I felt like that. I think the first time I watched it, I thought it was sort of a thing he had because of CL. Like I thought like, oh, okay, so you fell in love with this little boy, okay. I didn't know Black Butler was gonna actually do that, but okay.
I thought that's what. I thought that was.
Well, I think it's partly that, but like they say, like, oh, like they're just so perfect. I want to be like them and stuff like that. Like he was obsessed with them, basically. So.
Right.
Yeah. As with the kids, I don't know if he was doing anything to them or not, but anyway, worst parts, improvements. Why don't you go first? Because I'm trying to remember certain things. It's not. This isn't like. What did I give? I think I gave season 1 a D-. I think I gave season, and I'm not gonna give my rating away for this, but like this is definitely better than season 1 and 2. But it's not. It's Black Butler as a series isn't like maybe if I got to see more of it closer to the manga, maybe it'd be more interesting to me. But like Black Butler is not on the top of my list of being like, oh, dude, Attack on Titan is like literally is on top of Mount Everest to freaking Black Butler all the way down here, you know, like it's insane, right? Like the concept of Black Butler, it's not that interesting, I guess, but like it's not absolutely terrible either. I don't know how to feel about it. What about you?
Are we doing worst parts and improvements, or are we talking about Black Butler?
Worst parts improvements, like, but that I threw that in there just because like.
The best parts. Well, I'll start with worst parts. I think the Indian guy with his Indian helper, it's like that did not need to be in there. It was like some weird thing about kindness.
Yeah, the side characters, I don't know. I mean, I get Mei Rin and them now. Like, I would rather have them in more than everyone else that's only in there for like the first episode. Like Lao and the Will the Reaper. What's his face? The Red Reaper. I forget what his name is. But like they're all in there just like in the background. It's like there's no point to them, you know. So,
I wish they were more interesting too. They're probably my least favorite of the character.
What, the Reapers?
The Reapers, they're not very. Yeah, they're not very.
In season 2, the Will the Reaper episode was my favorite episode. That's probably my favorite episode of all Black Butler is that Will the Reaper episode. You know, I wish like the show focused more on that.
But he was not interesting in this one, I should say.
Yeah, in this, there was like no reason for him being here.
And the guy that always cusses Bassie all the time. He was more interesting in season 2 than he was in this. He was just kind of he wasn't even in there that much, but it was like whatever. I didn't care for him. Best parts, I would say, just the darkness of the story and just the twists and turns that they had. It was just the action and also just Yeah, the interactions with the characters and just how cool they were.
Like, I'm excited whenever we do them to do like Book of Murders and Book of Atlantic. Like, it's not the concept isn't. I'm not saying the concept is the worst concept. Like, I want to watch Atlantic and Book of Murders because I'm like, huh, like. I heard the animation is either as good or better, so I'm like, okay, that'll be cool. And if it's closer to the manga, which both of those are supposed to be, maybe it'll be better to a point where like, oh, maybe Black Butler is a good concept. It's just they haven't executed it well in those first 2 seasons. So that's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, as for worst parts improvements, I mean, I already talked about the side characters. I guess there's nothing besides the darkness of it. There's nothing jaw dropping to me. Like, dude, seriously, Attack on Titan season 4 was amazing, and every week my jaw dropped at something. I was just like, like it was crazy. But there's nothing where I'm just like, man, that's gonna be in my mind forever. Like, so that's basically my only impression. There's not a lot wrong with it. It's just like personal preference and stuff like that. I already talked about sequels and theories. Book of Murder, Book of Atlantic. We're gonna do those as movie reviews. So if we ever pick a movie,
Why'd they have the 3 white guys at the white hair?
Oh, see, again, I think that's supposed to be like a manga thing where I think those are actually supposed to be angels, maybe, because they looked like the angel from the first season.
Yeah, and the wolf. The one guy was the wolf.
Was he the wolf? Are you 100% sure?
You can go back and look, but it looked like it.
It looked
Pretty
like it.
darn
It's
white.
not 100% sure.
He had wolf-like traits.
But yeah, I think that's supposed to be something to do with the manga, where like, if they just kept it closer, maybe we would figure out more about them and stuff like that, or maybe they're just the Royal Queen's Guard and they just look like that. I don't know, but anyway, replay value. To be completely honest, I'm probably not gonna rewatch Black Butler anytime soon, but like. Well, besides Book of Atlantic, Book of Murders, whenever we pick that. But besides that, not going to rewatch any of these for a long time. So low.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so before we get into rating final thoughts, or do we usually? Because
my rating.
I was gonna. Well, no, I was gonna say this because I wanted to say this before, but might as well get out of the way. Is that technically you picked High Rise Invasion, and that was your next pick. And this is my current last pick, though. So technically, it's my turn to pick the anime next. And then you
did Black Butler 3 seasons in a row.
I picked the series Black Butler. That's what we do. So technically,
we have to watch. We're watching Naruto next.
No, you picked High Rise Invasion. You don't get to do that. You don't get to have 6 picks.
Well, we can talk. We can talk about it.
Okay, well, I just want... maybe if you hear what my next pick is, you'll be like, oh, I want to watch that, because you should like it. But anyway...
What is it?
Rating... Well, let's do rating final thoughts first, and then I'll announce it. Anyway, rating and final thoughts. Garrett, what do you rate Black Butler as a whole? Because this is the end of, like, the shows. We only have movies left. What do you rate it as a whole? Although, like, when we do the movies...
I'll do both. I'll do both, quickly. Book of Circus, I would rate it a C+, because it had a lot of cool ideas. It's definitely worth watching at least once, I would say. As a show, I'd say D-, because some parts are just hard to watch. Sometimes it's just hard to watch, and I had to kind of force myself.
Your score correctly, but
I had to force myself to watch stuff, but yeah.
I guess I'll do that too. I guess altogether, I'm not gonna do all together yet until we do Book of Atlantic and Book of Murders. Like, I know those are movies technically, but like they're technically canon. Like, so I'm gonna wait until we do those. For this, I'll give it a C. I think it's completely average. The animation's good. Everything's a step up. Like, I gave season 1 a D-, I think, or a D+, and then I either gave it a D or a D+, and then I gave season 2 like a D+ or a C-. This is a C. I think it's definitely a step up, and I'm excited to see more, like, Book of Atlantic, Book of Murders. I'm gonna stop saying that, but like, I'm excited to see those whenever we pick them for movie reviews. But
yeah, you said it a lot.
I know, I've said it a lot.
Book of Murders,
Yeah,
Book of Atlantic.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, those are our thoughts on Black Butler, Book of Circus. So my next pick, and Garrett, Okay, so my next... I wish we had a drum roll, but don't do the drum roll noise, please. Because I knew you were going to do it. I was
about to do it.
I'm picking... And you know what this show is, but this show you don't know what it is. You never watched it. It's kind of a riddle. Anyway, that's stupid. I'm picking Supernatural, the anime series. Yeah. There's an anime series on Supernatural, and we're going to watch it. It's going to be awesome. I've never watched it. It's going to be so cool. I cannot wait. You know who's...
How long is it?
It is, it's either 20 episodes or 22. I forget how long it is. It takes the first 2 seasons of the show, but makes them anime, and Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki come back and they voice their characters, which is going to be really cool. But they also do some different stuff with it, which I'm really excited to do because I want to see that series so bad. I should be able to get it on Funimation. I got it on YouTube. Or I will get it on YouTube probably like tomorrow or Friday or something like that. Probably tomorrow. I want to get home from work.
You're going to buy it?
Yeah, I'm going to buy it. Dude, it's Supernatural. If you don't know, I love Supernatural. I thought Garrett loved Supernatural too, but apparently not.
I did, but I don't know if I want to watch the anime version of it, but
that sounds kind of... I want to watch an anime version of Supernatural. I want to hear Dean go like, Nani? Like, Samsoon or something like that. I don't know. Sam Coon. Anyway, yeah, those are our thoughts on Black Butler, Book of Circus. Please be sure to leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Be sure to go to the link description. You can find the links to everything. If you're listening to this, you can go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/casualanime guys, where we are currently right now at 243 subscribers, which is insane. We're about to hit 300 soon. Hopefully, that'd be awesome. It's definitely because of our original content, not anything else. So thank you guys so much. Dude, seriously, every day I get a new comment, and it's from some Vietnamese guy being like, fuck you, or something.
Really?
Honestly, let me find the last comment. It's so stupid. Come on, load. It was. I honestly have to read this last one because it's hilarious. Come on. You're holding up time. That's me. This guy says, looking the Viet Cong. They are die. My Vietnamese soldier, why America? What the fuck? Another one of them typed in American noob or something like that. I don't know. It's funny, though. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a casual anime discussion. My name's Trent.
Along with G-Man20.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Hands on my feet.